Hi and welcome to my channel. My name is Andrea. I am the crafting junkie and Valentine's Day is right around the corner and I have the perfect handmade project to share with you. It's a crochet gift card envelope. It's a thoughtful and unique way to present a gift card to someone special. I'll walk you through the first few rows of this project step by step and then we'll jump ahead to finish it together. Plus, I'll also show you how to create an adorable crochet heart to embellish your envelope. Before we begin, here's what you'll need. You're going to need your choice of medium weight yarn. You're going to want a pair of scissors, a yarn needle for stitching later. You're going to need a matching crochet hook for the size of your yarn. I think a 4.5 or a 5.5 is usually a good size. And you can just get some contrasting yarn for your crochet heart. I chose red, white, and pink. So to start off this project, you're going to need to make a chain. So if you don't know how to make a chain, you can go back to my beginner tutorials and I can show you how to make all of those things. I'll be sure to link those in the description. But you want to start by chaining 15. So for the beginning, you're just going to work 20 rows of single crochet. If you already know how to do that, go ahead and make those crochets and come back when you're ready. But for row 1, you're going to insert your hook into the second chain from the hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over again, pull through both loops on your hook. That's a single crochet. And you're going to repeat this across the row and chain 1 at the end and turn. Be sure to count all of your crochets so you don't get off track. So now it's just rinse and repeat from row 2 to 20. You're going to keep doing single crochets back and forth until you get all 20 rows done. So you're basically just going to end up with this rectangle when you're done. Okay, so now we're just going to finish the top of the envelope before we fold it up and sew it together. To do that, you're going to work in odd numbers. Basically, you're going to start with 13 total stitches all the way down to 1, and I'm going to explain how you're going to do this. For a quick description, if you're already someone who understands crocheting, you're going to do a decrease on either end. You're going to do the odd number of single crochets all the way down until you come to the point. And just for record, you're going to end up with 11 single crochets, 9, 7, 5, 3, and 1. But I'm going to go over this one by one. So the first stitch you're going to do is a decrease. If you've never done a decrease, it's basically shortening up your stitches little by little so you can gradually decrease your work to a smaller area. So this is why we're going to end up with a point. So you're going to start just like you were going to do another row of single crochets, only this time you are not going to finish that single crochet. Once you pull the loop back through, you are not going to yarn over yet. You're going to go through the next loop, pull up another loop of yarn, pull through, and then you're going to yarn over and pull through all 3 loops. That is one decrease. Then you're going to continue to single crochet all the way across, so 11 stitches. Okay, so you've made your decrease. You're going to now do odd numbers, so it's going to start with 11 single crochets and decrease on each end, and then you'll chain to turn. So I'll show you. So this is going to be 11. Do 1 single crochet, 2, 3, 4, 9. And this is a good way to remember, like when you're doing your crocheting in every row except for your chain. And some people do this with their chain, is that you want to have the top 2 loops of your chain on top of your hook when you go through. 11, so I think this is 11. So basically you're going to have 2 openings left. You're going to have 2 chains left. So those are going to be your decrease. So you're going to decrease again by doing the same thing. You're just going to go in, grab your loop, pull it up, go in the next one. And sometimes it's hard to find that. If you can look at the top of your chain, you can see the last one. So you can always look at it from the top and make sure you're getting through. Grab another loop, yarn over, and then you're going to chain 1. That is going to start to shrink this down. So you're turning your work. You're going to work 9. You're going to do a decrease. And you're going to do 9 single crochets and then another decrease. So you're basically just shortening the row little by odd numbers. So let's see what we got here. So this should be 9. So let's see what we count. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And so that's because 10, because the first decrease is your first one, okay? And then you have 9 in between, okay? Now you're gonna have your decrease again, which is just in the next loop, in the next loop, grab a loop, 3 on your hook, yarn over, pull through all 3, and then you're going to chain so you can turn. We're down to 7 single crochets, 2 decreases on each end. So you're going to do your decrease, you're going to do your yarn over and go through all 3 loops. And so 7 of these, okay? 1, 2, I'm going to try to count. 4, 5, 6, 7, decrease, chain 1. So we're getting shorter. So now return, we're going to do 5, 5, 2, decrease, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then you have 2 loops left. Decrease, decrease, loops, chain 1, turn. Guess what's next? 3 single crochets and a decrease on both ends. So we're going to decrease, decrease, and single crochet 3. 1, 2, 3, and then decrease, chain. Now you have 1 chain between the decrease. So you have 1 decrease, 1 chain, or not 1 chain, 1 single crochet, 1 single crochet. I'm getting my words mixed up. And then decrease again. Chain and turn. So we have 1 left. We're going to end up doing a decrease and a single crochet and a chain. Do 1 decrease, decrease and a single crochet. Oh yeah, decrease and 1 more. And then it's a decrease. And then chain. And tie it off. So now that you have completed your envelope base, you're going to fold this up and you will stitch this together. There are multiple ways and I'm going to show you here, but one way I did, if you use the same color yarn, I feel like it's a little bit better. So you can just do back and forth weaving if you want. I've reached where I want to connect it. So you're going to start going through this part. And you can do it back and forth. You could do it like where you wrap it, kind of. Like where you wrap it and make it like a nice little tied edge like that. Okay. And you want it to end on the inside. One side's done. Now the other side, we're going to do this with this side. So basically you want to make sure it's straight, go through it, do like an X kind of thing. Do like a little spiral or whatever if you wanted. Anything you really want, it's fine. This would be really cute with a different color. So imagine using red for this. That's why you want to make sure a lot of times when you're doing a project, you make sure your tail's pretty long, and because you might change your mind about how you're going to do it. like your plans might change pretty rapidly. And then in this case, I'm just going to go ahead and weave it. You could tie it off. It's kind of up to you. It's not that big of a deal. And then just pull it tight and cut that off. The little heart is going to go on here. You can put this one through. And you can go ahead and go back through and grab that one. Through this side, grab this one, pull it through. Just get behind there, it doesn't matter. And then tie it. I did a single crochet around this and made it, and then this one I left the tail on. This heart was made with a different fabric, and you just turn it like that, so you have your two options there. So just to keep this video timely, I wanted to do the heart video separately. So if you want to watch how to make your heart and how to connect it, that'll be in the next video. So hopefully that was helpful. If you liked the video and you would like to see more of my videos, please consider subscribing, hitting that bell icon so you get notified when I upload more videos. And as always, thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.